Welcome to In the Kitchen with C and Key at 4th and T. A little bit of background information about us. Jamil and I, myself as Sundiata, come from Atlanta, Georgia. Right now we're in Washington, D.C. at Howard University, and today we decided to start our show, our cooking show at that. As you see, we have chicken here. So, both of us love cooking. We have a very, 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 very great passion for cooking. We challenge each other all the time, every Sunday, so you stay tuned for that. Every Sunday. So let's just want to get a little background information about us. My mother taught me pretty much everything I know about cooking, and I use it today. And hopefully I could take it, further on and start my own restaurant. That's our goal, eventually. So we said we'll start with a YouTube show. So here we are.
My name is Jamil Favors. I'm C in the show. Best friend, we here cooking. What are you cooking tonight?
We are making hot wings, sir. Hot wings.
Oh, anything will be in this hot wing?
4th and T sauce.
Ooh, that sounds good.
So, getting right to it. As you see, we have our wonderful chicken here. We started with wings. And what we did, we cut them up into 3 sections, the drumettes, the little wing part, and the little flappy part, the little flappy. So, stack them up here. And right, in a minute, we're gonna go ahead and fry it and season them up, for our special 4th and T sauce. We're gonna season our chicken. So I'm gonna grab my bowls over here, the bowls, and what you wanna use the bowls for is to get the chicken and to get all the chicken covered. And switch it around a little bit, switch it around. Put the bowls here, and we're gonna grab our seasonings. Now, for the seasonings, I like to use a couple different seasonings, depending on what I like to cook on. But today, we're going to use a couple basic seasonings, before you fry. So, what we're going to use here is some garlic powder, some all seasoning, paprika, and cayenne pepper. I'm going to bring all this over here. Now, each ingredient, plays a different role into the seasoning of the chicken. I like to use a lot of cayenne, and see, he always tells me that I put a lot of cayenne in just about everything. But I love spice, so it helps. Besides, we're making hot wings, so cayenne goes with this. So anyways, gonna put some of the chicken, almost evenly, that way all the chicken can get some nice, wonderful seasoning on them. Season them up good. Throw them in there, nice chicken here. Alright, now we're going to put our seasoning on. Gotta wash the hands, raw chicken. I like to start with the cayenne, that way you don't put too much and then, it's overpowered and it's all hot. So, just going to dash, a nice generous amount in there, each little side. Bam, like that. Throw some paprika. Paprika adds a nice, wonderful taste to the chicken. So, because we're going to put it in the fryer after we, season it. So, dump a good amount of paprika in there, that way all the chicken could, have some wonderful this paprika, cayenne, garlic, and all seasoning mix, let it be nice and tasty as soon as it comes out. Dash some garlic, and the allspice. Now, there's a couple different ways you could do this. You could go in, right in, hands-on type cooking. Mix the chicken up, get it all around. But I like to kind of take the easy way sometimes, because I kind of hate washing my hands every 2 seconds. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab some tops. You hold on right there. So we have our tops. Now I'm going to do is simply put it on there, nice and tight. Nice and tight.
Do not try this at home.
And what you're going to do now is probably the fun part about cooking. You're going to shake. Good shaking there. Nice little workout. So get a workout while cooking, burn some calories before you eat, you know, that way you're not taking in so many calories after, you know. So I'm gonna open these right up here. And look how all the seasoning got all over the chicken. You see? All over the place. See that? Nice and wonderful. Well,